Hello folks, this is DragonKeeper96600 here, and it is way too late at night for me to be doing this, but I'm doing it anyway. Yay. Okay, so, this week's episode 9, first of all, we have another double feature tonight, because that's kind of the way it's been going, so we'll have this video and the next video for the 2 episodes that I have yet to watch that aired last week. So, first one we're going to watch tonight is episode 9, Shadowstriker. As you may recall, Shadowstriker is the name of this kind of scary-looking Decepticon with the monocle, and the first scene that we saw over in the show was her shrieking Bumblebee's name and lunging at him. And she had no other dialogue in that episode. So, presumably, we're going to find out why she hates Bumblebee. This should be enlightening. Let's go. Let's do it! Princess Peach, won't you listen to my speech? Oh, shit. Whoa, 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 whoa! We jumped straight to murder pretty fast. Oh, they're training. I get it. Unless she finally got tired of his robot radio clips shtick. It's so late I can't even talk. Stop using generic radio clips and just talk TV like the Junkyards! I hate you! Yeah, that just occurred to me, like, last week, like, in the 80s cartoon, they weren't afraid, the Junkyards had a similar shtick of they only repeated what they heard on TV, but unlike Bumblebee, the Junkyards weren't afraid to quote, like, actual stuff from actual TV and movies. So they say stuff like, I'm a pepper, wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? Which is a Dr. Pepper ad.
Never
reference.
let your opponent back you into a corner.
It took 2 people to direct this episode, folks.
7 deadly attacks of the Golden Swan.
See,
That's
like
not
that.
true. You know how to fight.
I guess they figured it'd be less annoying if they had Bumblebee say just generic movie-like things instead of actually quoting movies. It might, the humor might seem a little too Robin Williams at that point. I don't mean the actual funny Robin Williams. I mean like
fought in countless battles. Not only
Robin Williams' impression that Dan Castellaneta had to do in the Aladdin cartoons, where he just keeps referencing stuff, and the joke is that he's referencing stuff.
You just need to get your confidence back. Focus on the war on Cybertron.
Stop focusing on how much you suck. I was afraid of traumatizing you earlier, but not this time! He immediately jumps to, like, super, like,
For all they say about
like,
you, I thought you'd be more of a challenge.
terrifying, like, bombs falling. Fall back!
Speech. If it were up to me, I'd finish you right now.
Why are my textures weird? Whoa.
Shadowstriker.
That's all you have to say?
Megatron,
Just my name?
Prime is secured.
Excellent.
Hehe!
Arrive shortly. And Shadowstriker,
Yes, Lord Megatron.
keep him alive. I have a few words for him.
I told you. You two keep an eye on him. I'll secure the perimeter.
Told you he'd want you alive. I fucking knew.
I don't even like being left alone in here with him.
I don't like being left alone in here.
He makes me feel inadequate and short.
Oil every time Megatron walks in the room.
Hey, how did Bumblebee remember something that he couldn't see?
10 cycles?
Beat a grim.
How did you remember what I said if I wasn't there? If you weren't there?
Gonna try something.
Oh.
I don't think it's gonna work. Yep, probably won't work. Wish me luck.
But I'm gonna try it anyway. No, stop, you idiot!
Spoilers on Megatron's new guards? Pretty sweet.
Sure.
Yeah,
if you're
have you
into
noticed that most of us are seekers?
classy for me.
Sorry.
I don't think he actually passed out. I think he just decided he was done.
This is a sting operation.
Ah!
Close one, B. Highly explosive energon everywhere.
That's why shooting at him was a bad idea? You could just undo the chains without using your gun, you lunatic.
Easy there.
Or you could use it like
I
that,
got you.
which is the obviously correct choice.
Might need a little help. You're a big bot.
In fact, you're such a big bot, I might use that as your nickname. I'm just kidding, that would be unoriginal.
Are
Convoy.
you nuts? With all the energon in here, one shot could take us all out.
Good point.
And you have orders to keep him alive, which I saw. Apparently. I saw it with my clairvoyant vision. Oh.
Bumblebee, the brave little scout.
Yeah, that's what they call me.
Not for long.
They also call me Dipstick, and they usually follow that up with stop hogging the remote.
Going anywhere.
Maybe it's only Sideswipe that calls me that. What did you break over her? Good lord. It wasn't actually broken, he just hit her with 2 pieces of a thing.
Come on, we need to get out of here.
Why do alien races like hexagons so much? No explosive energon out there, motherfucker! Hit the energon. There we go. Oh! Yeah, I can see why she hates him.
Did you see me? I saved Optimus.
I fucking blew the shit out of that chick!
With my stinger?
There's probably a better way to phrase that.
What happened to Shadowstriker? She was scary.
You didn't see her? She blew up.
Sort of.
Well, what else have I done? Triumphant battles? Daring escapes?
You pushed Skywarp down the stairs, and that's why he's not in this series? See how you like it!
My friend, that tanker's going nowhere but down.
Grimlock again. You know, we haven't seen him once turn into a T-Rex. He must be building up to it. I guess that Seeker gave up too. Seekers don't have a whole lot of motivation. Oh.
I admire your fortitude, but it's time to get your chassis out of there.
She has different parts than she did in the last flashback. Like, her arms and legs are mismatched. I guess that explosion really fucked her up. Then he blows her up again. He just, like, pats her back and puts his bomb there.
Who uses that?
Like in, fucking animated.
Is that all you got? Sweet soulless prime.
Ah, he said it! RID will influence this show! Even though the show is a vast upgrade from RID, I said it. Ow.
Shadowstriker. What happened to you?
You're only asking that
The
now?
Energon!
You know what happened to her! You blew her up!
Oh, is Energon explosive? I didn't know. Let's see if you're right.
She blows up again. It's like, God damn it! I don't even know why I did that!
Ah, this is perfect.
I like that little chin extension. Looks like she has a goatee.
Grimlock!
She ain't afraid to rock the
Are
facial
you there?
hair.
Too bad. Can't run off like you did last time.
Her voice is like... She sounds younger than I thought she would, based on her design. I thought she'd have a voice like... I don't know, Lady Tremaine from Disney's Cinderella.
I'm sure you can't, but I'm known for disappointing Decepticons.
And my friends!
Look around. There's no getting out of here. We could blow at any moment.
She's really excited to die with him, isn't she?
Back together as Shockwave did with me.
What's your
Wait,
problem
what?
with me?
They found me in pieces. After
I will
you
mail her
decided
to you in
blow me
pieces.
up, I was scrap metal. Shockwave fused me with what was left of my guards. Me! With my subordinates!
Oh my god!
Myself for cycles trying to fight like I used to.
He used the pieces of the Seekers to rebuild her.
So I had to make do.
Yeah, that would be why she hates him. But why didn't you swear revenge on Shockwave instead of Bumblebee?
Yes, there was. And you took that from me.
You shot me!
Shockwave took that from you! The fucking mad scientist, he could have just built you new parts, but no. He decided to Frankenstein that shit. He decided to land of the lustrous that shit.
No, you don't get out. That's not how this ends.
You sit right back down here, young lady.
Go on. Finish what you started.
Mercy kill. Nope, you're letting her out.
I really wasn't sure that would work. See ya.
I thought it would just melt your organs. Luckily, my gun has a defrost cycle.
Bumblebee, I want to thank you.
You're welcome.
Grimlock!
What can I say except you're welcome? Shot a woman in the face.
Let her go.
Let her think about what she's done. Let her stew like the fucking abomination freak she is.
You let her go.
It was the right thing to do.
Was it though?
Knowing how to fight is important. But even more important is knowing when not to fight.
That's what Optimus always says.
Are you saying that I, Bumblebee, am like the great Optimus Prime?
Well, when Optimus Prime was a member of the 13, he was the smallest and least powerful of the 13 and functioned as the heart for the rest of them. So...
Show me what you got, tough stuff.
yeah, basically Bumblebee is exactly the same as Optimus Prime. To a frankly, contrived degree. Neither of them hit each other and they fell awkwardly. So, yeah, I was wondering if this episode, considering how dark the last episode was and how dark the show has been previously, and hold on, noises are happening. Fucking Daily Motion. If I clicked back from the video, why would you still play the video? Anyway, considering that the show has kept a reputation for being dark, I was kind of curious if they would keep it up in this episode, and yes, they did. Shockwave saved Shadowstriker's life by using her own men as limb donors, presumably without her permission. For science. I know I expressed that already, but I wanted to say it again because it's just mind-blowing to me. And there have been villains in the past who survived traumatic experiences and blame the Autobot that was with them at the time for it. The one that comes to mind most for me is Black Arachnia from Transformers Animated, who, now that I think about it, Shadowstriker bears a somewhat passing resemblance to. I mean, she's got the same helmet shape and stuff. But this is the first time where, first of all, it was actually the hero's fault because they were trying to hurt. They were, it was a combat situation and not just like they used to be allies and they fucked up. And what happened to her, I think, is considerably darker than what happened to Black Arachnia because it was done to her by a comrade and presumably also involves survival's guilt. Like, you see, like, the way she said my subordinates, like, it clearly tore her up because it was these particular people that she was combined with. And she's like, she considers herself a cripple now. It's like, wow, this is a great character. It's too bad the voice acting doesn't fully support her. Because I mentioned that she sounds younger than she looks, but it's not just that she sounds young. It's like she sounds kind of immature. Like she has kind of like this not quite Valley Girl sound, but like this kind of sassy, like late 20s kind of shut up kind of tone to her voice that you wouldn't expect to be on a character like that. And it doesn't match. And the voice acting for the show has been hit or miss in general. Like, I didn't talk about it when it came up last episode because I was talking over it, but when Hot Rod sees that Blur has sacrificed himself to save them and dies on his home planet and crumbles away to dust, Hot Rod's line is, "He really is the fastest," delivered in that exact way. And it's like, Hot Rod, that's what you had to say, witnessing Blur sacrifice himself and knowing that he's about to die? It's like, that's how you sum up the events of this episode. Hot Rod, that was a stupid thing to say, and the way you said it made it even stupider. So, yeah, it's too bad the voice acting can't always support the story, and that particular line was fault of the writing as well, but, could be worse. I feel like it's actually reverse of the problem they had in Robots in Disguise, which had pretty great voice acting, but a somewhat lackluster story. Yeah, I don't have anything else to say. So I enjoyed Shadowstriker's character, and I enjoyed this episode, and I will see you for the next episode, which I am not sure how to pronounce. This is Dragon Keeper 96600, signing off.